Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the Out of the Ordinary Friends podcast. I am one of your hosts, Andrew Silva. To my right, we have Zach Z. Bergstrom.
Hello.
And across from me, we have Alex the Bostonite Silva.
How you doing?
And directly across from me, we have Michael, the shit starter, the memory man Samora.
Oh, I get two titles. Nice. All right. That's
I don't know
me.
if that's good or not, but there you are.
Well, I mean, neither of them were very good.
We are all here again.
I like my title.
The boss don't.
Really?
It's all right.
Okay.
Well, this week, I had a question for you guys. I don't know how often you guys do this, but recently I stumbled into a public bathroom and I had to use the public bathroom.
You stumbled into it?
Yeah, I was just walking around and
Exploring.
I was just walking and then I had the urge to use it. So I went and used it. And I want your guys' opinion. I want to know if this happens to you guys. When I went in there, I had to use the toilet. Mm-hmm. And they have those little protective sheets to protect you from all the diseases that crawl on the seat. Mm-hmm. And when I don't know what the fuck was going on, but it was so difficult to get it to stay on and even take the little middle flap apart that I was there for like 10 minutes trying to put it on. Multiple fell into the toilet. And as I'm sitting down, the toilet goes off, and at one point I just sucked it in. I was like,
oh, it's got a sensor.
Yeah, it was a sensor toilet.
You don't have to push the button or anything.
No. I literally was just in the motions of sitting down, and it went off.
Yeah.
How many did you go through?
3 or 4. I know 4. 1 broke. Like, I ripped through, and it was unusable. And 2 of them straight up sunk into the toilet.
Well, those things are terrible. They're like a quarter of a ply thick.
Yeah. So I was going to ask you, does this happen to you? Is there a technique that I am not aware
Is
of?
that flap that like hangs down just getting sucked in all the time? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
I always rip that off.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay.
I rip that off because I have like sometimes like it'll just like the weight of it will just like let it fall in a little bit and then I'm fucked. So I just rip that off and I just lay it on flat. If you rip it off, there's no chance of it getting caught in the water. That's what I've been able to do. Sometimes if I don't use it, I just use toilet paper.
Is that what it's for, to protect you from diseases? Because what kind of diseases can you get from other
whatever's
people's
coming
butts?
out of the waste.
Oh.
I
Come on,
wouldn't say
Zach.
diseases, but it's just sanitary.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah. You don't know who's been sitting on that toilet.
Could be some very hairy man that just sat on there.
Or if they go to piss and it's just everywhere and they walk out.
Oh, I go to a different stall.
Yeah.
No, but they do that and it dries.
I thought you hold in your number 2s as long as you can.
It was one of those days where I was at the school for a very, very long time.
Mm-hmm.
And nature was calling. You gotta go.
Do you still hold in your number 2s or you just like screw it?
Most of the time, but now it's like if I have to, I'll just do it. Fuck it. I'll ruin someone's day.
I used to be like that, but I was just like, I can't do it anymore. Like it's just becoming like so painful to just hold it. Yeah. Like if you have a long school day, fuck that.
Because you, Andrew, you've gone camping where you go like 2 or 3 days without pooping.
Yep.
Right?
I remember that.
I have given up that lifestyle. Now I go when need be.
One time,
which is dangerous for other people, not for me. It's fine for me. But everyone else in the vicinity is in trouble.
In elementary school, we went to a science camp with all like our class members and stuff, and I held mine in for like 3 days.
You were that scared to go to the...
I was terrified.
That was like unhealthy.
I know. I was terrified to go to number 2. And we had that was like 3 days of camp meals. Heavy starch,
Danger zone.
Which I think helped me keep it all in, but I did it. I'm not super proud of it, but it was wild.
So would it be, I guess, clean or good to just put toilet paper around it, or is that just worse?
I've done that.
That should be
It's
fine.
probably better. I mean, there's probably more ply in the toilet paper than there is in that little sheet.
We even know like public bathrooms, their toilet paper has gotten worse and worse throughout the years. Like at the school, is it like an actual continuous roll, or is it like little napkins?
It's a roll.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
I hate when they're napkins. That's the worst.
Yeah.
That is the worst.
I've only encountered that one time.
Ooh. That's the worst because they're like, oh yeah, let's just give them this. Like, you're disrespecting me. Like, I need more than this, people.
I don't think their aim is to respect us. They just want to go as
Just
cheap as they
help-
can.
Just help me out. Like, come on. Like,
It's efficient.
who do you think's going number 2? Like a mouse?
I don't know.
And there's not enough too. Have you ever been installed when you run out of toilet paper?
No.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
Is that where you just give up and pull your pants up and walk out? What? No. Or is that's where you like you just hold
I'll
bunker
wait.
down until the person next to you leaves? and
Yeah,
you
I
just
wait.
Swap.
I
in?
wait until they leave and I waddle over to the next one.
Snap. You've never asked anyone, hey, can I get
No.
Get a roll.
Dude, I thought someone
not
was
brave
gonna do
enough
that to
to
me
do
because I
that.
could hear like the rolls are in like a box. Mm-hmm. So I can hear the roll like hitting the box, clanking and everything. Like I can't tell if he's out or it's just he's pulling on it so violently that it's just hitting the box over and over again.
Oh my gosh.
You should ask them like, hey, bro, you need a
want
need a
some
slice?
squares?
Here you go. Give him
But what if
No, just ask and then leave.
But what if the stall next to you does not have any toilet paper?
paper towels.
You use the little sheets that you sit on.
Ooh.
Oh, I've never done that.
I
I've
haven't
never
either,
been that
but
drastic.
that's what I would have to do.
I've never done that either, but like,
That's survival right there.
you'd have to. Why would you say just pull your pants up?
And
I don't know. I go to the extreme all the time.
Like-
the extreme is just
Wait, are you saying pull your pants up and then just go throughout the day like
or go
with
find another
shit on your
go find another
butthole?
I don't know. This has never
Oh,
happened to
man.
me
I think
personally.
the worst thing, like the ultimate defeat, I would not just pull up my pants. You'd have to use your boxers.
Use them,
You'd have to use them and then just toss them,
Bro?
throw them away.
flush them,
They're
Flush
done. Don't just leave them there. You can't even flush them. Just throw them away.
just toss them on the floor.
Dude, at the school, someone left pants at the school, like outside.
Okay, I was gonna say not in the bathroom.
No, not in the bathroom. I've been really scared if that happened, but
Just a pair of pants.
Could you tell why?
no, I could not. I didn't even want to touch
That's
them.
even scarier.
See, there's some freaking crazy people at school, man. People don't flush. They
There's
leave
a
their pants all over
pantsless
the place.
man walking around.
All right, I think that's enough toilet talk. Should we?
I don't know. There could be more.
Do you want to keep going?
I
No,
wanna
no,
see that.
I'll toss the ball to Alex. This
Oh, you
side
have
of
the
court,
ball. He threw it to you.
Yes,
The
finally.
entertainment corner.
Yeah, in the entertainment
That was
corner.
movie corner.
all the way to Boston.
There is some news coming out on the DCEU or DC movie universe that the guy who plays the Flash, Ezra Miller, is on his last legs and is writing
He's
his
like
script.
dying. Oh no.
His script with one of the DC comics for his own standalone Flash movie. And what's coming out is like this might be his only shot to keep his role. Because what's happening is that they have a script that was in development, I think, last year. It's very lighthearted and very fun, but he does not want that. He wants it to be darker.
My man.
And I'm throwing it to Mike, who's our DC boy. What do you
Oh,
think?
Mike, I'm
Is
sorry.
Flash can Flash go dark? If not, would you rather see a new Flash?
I'd rather see a new Flash. I don't want to see it dark.
It just
Especially if that universe isn't going to be going on anymore. Like Superman's out, Batman's out. Like, what's the point? Like if they're just going to do it just to go dark and then it's like one and done, just go light. Like that's his character. His character isn't dark. He's like cheerful and funny and cracking jokes and stuff.
so you just rather like, sorry dude, like this it doesn't fit.
I can't even see Ezra Miller playing a dark Flash. Like even he was making jokes the whole time in Justice League. So
It's not they're not saying completely dark, but they want a darker tone. And to me, that's just going backwards.
Don't they know that hasn't been working for them?
Like
All the other dark
they
movies
they
made.
know.
Yeah.
They know, but the actor doesn't. He wants to continue with what he wants to do. And if that means that he has to write his own script to show Warner Brothers to say, "Hey, let's do this," or I'm out. I guess that's it, right? Andrew, what do you think about that?
yeah, Andrew.
I would agree with Michael, because, and I would agree with both Mike and Zach, because
You
one,
whore.
they have done the dark movies and they haven't been very good.
But you
And-
like the dark movies, right?
Oh, I do personally. So
I do
I'm on
too.
board with this, man. Make it dark. That'd be fun. But I don't know. That's just my unique taste.
You don't see it. Do you not see it fit the character like Mike, or do you
Yeah,
just not
I
care?
don't think it'll fit the character, but I'm willing to go that route
Okay.
just to see it. But that's just me.
He'd be fine among other people that are
Dark.
dark like Batman and
Yeah, like
Like that's
Batman.
yeah.
Batman has to be dark, right? Mm-hmm. Like he can't be like lighthearted, really.
Unless you're gonna do like Adam West Batman, like
Yeah,
that was the only
where
time he
everything's
was
a joke.
happy
Yeah, and say what you want about BVS, Batman is the best part of that movie for me.
I mean, he's like the only part.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, Superman's kind of like not really in it, and like when he is in it, he's kind of just like really monotone and kind of not likable.
I hate monotone people.
sucks to suck, Michael.
He's monotone, but I don't think that's all his fault. I think that's just Zack Snyder didn't know how to shoot or direct Superman. That's what I think. I don't know.
Right.
The next topic I have is James Gunn is back for Guardians 3, guys. Did you see this coming, Andrew?
No. Well,
Really?
No, not really.
No?
No. It's a big surprise.
Are you mad or are you...
I was out of my seat when I read it. Like, what?
Yeah, me too. I saw it, I was like,
I
I'm not...
wasn't.
this
You
is
jumped out of your
DLC
seat?
me.
No, that's impossible.
Oh,
Wait, are you excited for that or you're just like, eh?
It's whatever. I didn't care for too much for Guardians of the Galaxy 2, so it was just whatever for the third one.
What did you think, Mike? Then I'll toss it to Zach.
I mean, I was fine with it. I thought if he didn't do it, I thought what's his name, Tidy Whitey Takiti Wakiti,
The guy who did Ragnarok.
Taika Waititi?
Taika, yeah.
Yeah.
The guy who directed Thor Ragnarok. I thought he would have taken over because he's
I
probably
was
got
actually kind of excited about that.
the most similar.
That'd be cool
taste.
if you did, huh? I think
So,
that'd be pretty cool if you did.
I would have been fine with that. I did. I don't know. After Endgame, like I said, I'm gonna have a hard time caring
Yeah.
as much about the movies.
That's
but
true.
Yep.
Would you rather see his Guardians 3 or his Suicide Squad movie?
Guardians 3.
Yeah. Guardians is savable. Suicide Squad, I think that whole universe should just be thrown out.
Oh,
And they need to just start over. Because it's just a mess.
Zach
Yeah.
wants to chop the shit out of DC
Well, they're already
universe.
starting-
Well,
Kinda,
I'd also
sort
be
of.
fine with chopping Marvel too.
They're already sort of like starting
Jackson
to
Anarchist, he just
like
wants it all to burn.
cut him out. Like, you know, Idris Elba is supposedly going to play Deadshot now, which I think is dumb because she should play Green Lantern. But it is what it is. They're already starting to take stuff out that don't work and put stuff that they think is going to work in. I mean, look at this Ezra Miller thing. Yeah, well, if we don't do it like this, then I'm out. Sorry. Studio's probably like, okay,
That was
whatever.
a good impression.
We
That
see
was a
how
good impression of
Aquaman,
that terrible person.
Aquaman worked. Shazam looks like it's gonna work. And if we go back dark, we're not gonna have a future foreseeably. I think they'll make the right decision. I think. The last topic I have is that Jumanji is getting a December release, 1 week before Episode 9. Do you think that at all hurts? Not hurts, but do you think that has anything that can conflict Episode 9 for having a great December, Andrew?
Probably not, but personally, I hope so. Cause fuck that movie.
You want Jumanji 2 to ruin Episode 9?
Yeah.
Why?
Fuck Star Wars Episode 9.
How come you haven't seen anything?
Back
for
it up. Come on.
Cause the other two movies are
Those are the other two- those are the
seven
other
is
two
average. 8 is like a straight up bad movie. So I'd rather not see
But
it.
you haven't seen Episode 9 yet. So.
I don't want to see it.
Okay.
No matter what, I won't see it.
Okay, I think
There's only one
I
condition,
think it actually
but
could.
I don't need to see
But
it.
here's why. Because Jumanji came out and that was such a fun movie.
Yeah.
And I could see like if Episode 9 being okay at best, people are not going to see it the next week. They'll probably just go back and see Jumanji. Because their families are going to be over.
I'll
and
probably
stuff.
see Jumanji a second time that weekend.
Maybe if Episode 9 had Dwayne Johnson or Kevin Hart, then I would go see
Probably.
it.
If Dwayne Johnson was Kylo Ren, I mean,
I mean,
that'd be
Imagine.
what if
so
he
much
is
better.
in it? And they just haven't announced it. It's like a shadow drop that he's really Snoke as a ghost.
I'll just go on YouTube 4 months later and type in Dwayne Johnson Episode 9.
Just watch that.
Zach, do you think that Jumanji is a threat to Episode 9 at all?
I mean, in the same way that anything else would be, just that it's going to take away attention. But I think the audiences are different enough to where it's not really going to matter that much.
Yeah.
People that are done with Star Wars, like Andrew, they're already done. They don't care. And he's already going to go see Jumanji. I'll go see Jumanji, but I'm going to see Star Wars because I want to see the end. Even though I have so like low expectations for it, I'll still watch it.
You won't watch it, Andrew?
At Redbox.
At Redbox?
Wow.
or through
at
Redbox.
the box, he will watch it on the screen.
Grammar's important.
I won't go to the theater to watch this movie. I'm sorry.
Not gonna give JJ your money.
No.
Don't even go to Redbox. Just get it pirated.
Yeah.
Pirated DVD.
You know, we don't condone this, but
I might not even do that. I'll just go on the IMDb page and see all the
read the
spoilers.
description.
Just go on YouTube and watch clips, like individual clips of the movie.
like the 10-part clips, at different points. You're
Killing me.
I'm sorry.
Please stop.
Eventually, Andrew will see the whole movie.
Hey,
They don't
lost
need
me,
our
yeah.
money. Disney doesn't need our money. They're rich.
I don't know.
Yeah,
have
my
everything.
$15 will not hurt the movie. Sorry.
That's true. That's true. All right. What's next, Zach?
It's on to Zach now.
All right, here's my
What you got?
scattershot corner.
Ooh,
Oh
nice.
my
Just
god.
There you go.
everything.
Hit us.
I know you all have iPhones, yes?
Of course.
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah, I do.
I never had an Android.
That's because Android's bad. Meh.
They're bad.
We won't get into that. That's a...
You hear us, Idaho? There you go. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Idaho.
All right. There was a patent that was filed for a triple camera iPhone 11.
Triple.
Triple. 3 cameras.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
I don't know why, but it's coming.
Doesn't the new Samsung, I don't know which one, because there's like the Galaxy and the Fold. One of those has more than 2, right? Like, is that 3 or 4?
I don't know if there are any cameras or phones that have 3 cameras on it yet, but I know there are other companies that are coming out with phones with 3 cameras on it, and I don't really know why, but apparently there's a reason. And
Interesting.
you have a 10R, right, Andrew? Okay, and that has 1 camera, right?
Yeah.
So on the next generation for the 11s, that's going to have 2 cameras. So pretty much just every model is going to go up by 1
So
camera.
it's just going to have a longer one of these. then.
Actually, it's going to be a big box.
A big box.
And each corner will have a camera, and then the last corner will have a flashlight. A really big flash.
Wow.
So
Interesting.
That,
I don't know.
It's going to be kind of interesting, but I don't care
People
that
don't
much.
even need to buy cameras anymore with how good this camera is going to be.
I mean, I have an 8, and I think my camera's fine.
My camera's pretty good too. That's crazy. How much
But-
does that like jump the price up?
I don't know. There
Adding
are,
all those
you
cameras.
have a 10S,
Yeah.
Alex? How much was that?
It was like it was $1,000. Not including tax.
Zach shook his head.
His head.
Just, that is too much for a phone, to be
I didn't
honest.
pay it all at once.
I
it's
would
fine.
agree.
It's ridiculous, but
It is ridiculous for a phone, though.
and your 10R was
$750.
that's still kind of ridiculous, but it's more reasonable. But anyways, moving on. There was a story that came out that there's like I guess a province or a state in India where they banned PUBG.
Oh,
It's
bless
a
the
video game
Lord.
for those of you who don't know. But they actually arrested 10 kids for playing PUBG. I was like,
When can Michael go?
I would want to see them try to arrest
10
you,
kids?
Andrew, for
That'd
playing a
be
game.
quite the scene.
Hang on. Why did they arrest him?
because it's illegal.
It's banned, it's
It's
illegal.
banned.
The game is just banned.
Yeah.
The violence.
Oh, the
It's
violence
so
of it.
violent. Oh my god.
Yes.
Is
It
Call-
is so violent that they need to arrest children for playing a game.
Are other games banned there that are more violent than PUBG? I mean, PUBG's
No,
rated
I mean,
T,
this
right?
is probably just like the most high profile one since battle royale games are so popular now. This is the one that caught headlines.
Oh, okay, that's funny.
Interesting.
Andrew's face lit up.
Oh, it did. That made me so
Andrew is a
Fortnite.
fan of the competition for PUBG.
Oh, yeah.
He's a soul one though.
What?
Is it one of the last few like actually playing?
Who is?
Yeah.
I don't know. No one?
No, I'm saying like you are one of the last like playing that I know who plays Fortnite still.
Oh,
That just fuels his pride in it. Go ahead, Zach.
hell yeah.
All right. So, Alex, you are our resident grill master, I would say. Whenever we have gatherings, Alex is the one who mans the grill.
Memory
do.
Man is the baker.
Yeah.
Now,
Alex is.
I've got a question for you, grill master.
Go ahead.
How much would you be willing to pay for a automated grill that changes temperature for you, checks the temperature of the meat or whatever you're cooking, sets timers on just on its own, I guess. Mm-hmm. How much would you be willing to pay for that?
$100
100. Well,
$2,000.
Everyone's fucking face.
No.
what'd you say, Mike?
$2,000.
I'll be.
Wow,
Let me be.
that was spot on.
Was
It's
it $2,000?
$2,000.
I was gonna guess. I was gonna guess $1,000 after that.
Ref said 3,000.
Is it really $2,000?
I should go on The Price is Right.
Why though?
Because
Did you hear what he said?
No, that's just being lazy.
Honestly,
That's the
it's
point.
kind of it's basically you're just paying an extra probably $1,500 to be a little bit lazier
Yeah.
because you still have to flip the patties or hot dogs or whatever.
Meats you're cooking.
Yeah,
So it's gonna time you when you need to rotate or flip your meat, then, right?
pretty much, and it'll check the temperature, so make sure you're not going to burn your food.
okay.
So I guess there's a bit of an insurance.
So you still got to be around it to know when your meat's ready to be cooked or something.
but that means you don't just have to sit there and watch it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
isn't
got
that
it.
better that it has the actual number of degrees?
Ours is too.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, it's got a thermometer.
Andrew-
a lot of them
well-
have thermometers
Oh,
now,
it does have a
but what Zach is telling me is
Goddamn.
this thing is so smart. It's gonna alert you when it's too hot or
that.
the meat's right or whatever like that, right?
Yeah.
So that's fine, I guess, if you don't really cook. But
But would you pay $2,000?
no, heck no.
Yeah.
That's too much.
If I was well off, maybe.
No, I mean, yeah. If I was rich, why not? But
I mean, yeah, I'd be like, why not have that, right? But in the end, I'm just like, I know how I like my meat cooked.
But that's where you draw the line with laziness. After that debacle we had about the store.
Amazon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Amazon?
I don't know. It's different with food, man. It's different with food.
You don't
He's
trust
a
the
grill
robots?
Master. He
I don't
wants
trust
to
the
get
I
in
don't trust the robots with
knee-deep
my
the
food.
meat.
They're gonna learn about
You
them.
want to
and
know, Michael?
take
Well, you have
over.
the same thing with your baking.
Well, I just pop it in the oven, and then the oven does the rest. I don't
Yeah,
have to
but
do
what
much.
if the oven told you if you're gonna burn your cookies or brownies or whatever you're baking?
I know it's like a subconscious
you
thing.
can't
in
What,
my
see, it's
head.
in
what
the
if you were
oven.
dumb
It is-
and you didn't know these things?
Your food is in another container which you cannot see. You have to open the oven.
Have you baked before? What container are you talking about?
I don't know.
How does it? Does it take temperature of the meat?
I think it does. With a, how some
Caliper.
cameras have.
Oh,
I don't really know exactly what it's
Is
called.
it
but
infrared?
I,
I don't think it's infrared.
but it can tell the surface temperature of whatever it's looking
Oh,
at.
like
I
a
think
laser?
it uses that kind of technology.
Okay, that's cool. That like you said, that'd be cool to have. If I'm loaded, right? But I don't need it, and I definitely wouldn't pay for it right now.
Yeah.
It'd be cool though.
All right. My last thing I just kind of wanted to quickly mention was I was reading I was just flipping through some articles at the beginning of the week, and I saw one that kind of caught my eye, and it was that they had developed a new way of modifying DNA of plant cells, and I was just kind of wondering, I'm like, why does that matter? Because we've had GMOs, we saw Super Size Me. We know about all the dark side of all these things. So why does this matter? And I was just really curious, and I was just kind of reading through, and it wasn't super important, but the new way that they developed was essentially just a carbon nanotube that makes a little needle, so they can just put things right through the cell wall and insert the DNA directly. But I was mainly reading to figure out how they were doing it before. And it was really weird. They were saying essentially they just put it in like a microscopic bullet and just tried shooting it in there and just hope it would stick. I was like, what? Whose idea was this? They're scientists whose idea was just let's make a mini gun and shoot DNA and hope something works.
That's funny.
We're just trying to I don't know. There's a good reason. There's no reason really. I can't think of a good reason for that. Because we can, I guess.
Well, you're not a scientist.
I know.
That was the only way it was working before, because I guess the cell wall is too strong for
It's too thin.
other methods of getting the DNA in. So their idea was let's just shoot it.
Why not? How else would you
Break the
that
cell
sounds
wall?
cooler, right?
I mean, it's cool, but how do you pitch that to your bosses? Hey, can we just try shooting this
Scientist
thing?
boss. We built a gun that could shoot through the.
Wait, let's hear Andrew's pitch for this.
Well, I was upset when Zach was talking in vain of the Golden Arches.
Supersize me?
Andrew loves McDonald's.
You really like McDonald's, huh?
That movie, made me so mad. But anyways, I digress. I do not know how else you would break the cell wall. I guess just push. whatever you're.
You can't just push the cell wall. You'd have to break it, right? Like,
How else would you just push through?
I don't know.
Well, if you break it, you just kill the cell, so you can't just break it.
Oh, okay, I didn't
right,
know
so you
that. I
have to
thought
shoot
we were
something
going
through
in
it.
like guns blazing.
Yeah,
So
so
and
just get-
still
just get a
keep
knife
the
and
cell
s-
wall intact.
Yeah.
So I
Cut
guess
through
it
the
makes
wall.
sense,
Yeah.
right? So that's
Let's join the research team, Andrew. We'll make strides.
I have like 6 years in band, so I think that'll be useful. Useful knowledge under my belt.
I think so.
I don't know. I mean, could they have gotten like some cell flex seal and just
Microscopic flex tape, just
put some the new cells onto the cell wall and just seal it?
I just go get some new cells from the shelf
Yeah.
and then
Where do you get
put
new
it on
cells
there.
from?
I don't know. Where do you get cells from?
They
prison
duplicate
living
themselves.
things?
They put themselves on you and in you.
Oh, so they'll just get the science guy right next to him and
You
just
can't
take
like
his cells.
plant them and farm them
No.
Oh wait, this is plants. Oh, just go to the garden.
and get cells. That's where they are.
yeah.
Oh man.
It's
That's what we're testing on plants, though, right?
What?
you were talking about the
that method
plants.
is specifically for plants because plants have the cell wall, but like animal cells don't.
Oh,
So they're
wide
easier
open.
to
that
manipulate.
sounds fucking stupid. Anyway, I forgot about that. Oh,
Basic
Prokaryotic and eukaryotic. I don't know what those are.
No,
I-
but all right.
No.
no.
no,
All right. I'm not a bio major.
neither am I.
None of us are.
Was that your final
Toss the
topic?
ball.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, Mike, you have the
Me? No, it's to Andrew.
Andrew, didn't you have something else?
I talked about the potty. We can talk about.
That's what you brought.
That's all you brought.
Oh, I'll throw it to Mike. I'll write something up right now. Or
Oh my God.
we'll just talk about something else. Oh, what have you been playing, Mike? I heard
Michael's
that
up.
Division 2 came out. I was wondering what your hot take on that game is.
My hot take. I haven't played it. I don't want to play it.
Why not? I thought you were such a big fan.
No, I was not a fan of the first one. I was burned. And I've been burned a lot
Burned
in my
alive.
life. I don't
How are you
wanna-
burned, Michael?
He's got marks. He's been burned alive, but he survived.
Yeah.
How?
His marks, his scars. He can't
'Cause I'm
ever
a
play
man.
those games again.
No, I played the first one or got it. I was waiting for years for it, and then it lasted about a month.
All those years.
Yep.
Down to 30 days.
And so I was like, you know what? I couldn't even keep playing it. So when they announced the second one, I was appalled,
How long ago was it?
irresponsible.
Must have been
to make
livid.
How long ago was it announced before it came out, Mike? Did you know, or did you know it was coming?
the first one.
Yeah.
The first one was announced in 2013, I think, and then it came out 2015. Yeah. So a couple years.
Yeah.
When you
But-
get this hot and heavy, do you usually go to the Instagram and bully the fuck out of the fans?
Let's not bring that up.
I've been playing a lot of Battlefield, and recently they finally revealed Firestorm, sort of.
Their battle royale mode.
Sort of. Not all excited at all. Really? I mean, show me gameplay. Like, cause all
Yeah.
these
Doesn't
like
it come
battle
out, like,
royale.
5 days, 6 days or something?
No, I know, but show me gameplay first. Because all these like battle royale trailers kind of have that same feel to me. Like, oh, we're here. Watch out. We're coming. That's what it feels like.
Don't do that.
That should be the trailer.
We're here.
We're here.
Watch out. We're
Sound
coming.
like a poor cheerleader.
No, it's
doing
just
her
like
chants.
no. It's because whenever like a big AAA like releases a battle royale, it's like, oh yeah, we're here too, guys. We can do battle royale. Well, let's see it.
Yeah, we are in like 5 days. You just gotta wait.
But you've already played the main game though, so
Yeah,
like you know how the
it's gonna play
gameplay
That's
is.
gonna be different though because it's developed by Criterion.
It's the same game.
But
do
they
the same
still have
thing.
to stay within
Thank
what's
you,
already
Michael.
designed
Yeah,
for the game, so they can't change it too much.
Boom.
that's true. How much could they change though?
Basically, the whole like
Everything.
presets for attachments. Like
Oh, you're right.
I saw something about like there's weapon rarities, I guess, and that determines what attachments come on it, and then how the stats are increased or decreased in certain ways.
Okay.
So I mean, it's mainly just they can tweak things, but they can't really add too much or take away too much because that would just take a lot more time and more money.
Yeah, I was wondering like why would they have like a whole different studio make it?
For help.
don't know.
Well, they're making Battlefront 3, presumably.
Still.
Yeah.
Nice. I don't know. We'll see.
They had to move on.
They have to. They gotta. Mike, you're
Right.
You're
ready?
My psychology science
Ready to
segment.
have your minds blown?
Memory man coming in hot.
All right. So, do you guys have fears?
No.
I guess.
Yeah.
You don't have to say them, but like, do you? Or
Yeah.
do,
I'm scared.
do you
of
have any that
spiders.
you'd be willing to share?
Spiders.
snakes.
Yeah, that one, snakes.
You pointed at Zach and then Alex.
Oh, sorry.
Andrew wasn't sure he was.
He was going too fast for
Are you
me.
scared of spiders too, or no?
Not really.
Let me ask. Okay, you two, since you guys are brothers, are your parents scared of snakes?
I don't know.
Alex, Andrew's useless.
I don't think they are.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Alright. What does that have to do with this?
I don't know.
You hush. All right. So there was a study done, and they discovered that fears can be passed down like through generations, like to descendants. So they did it on some what was it, mice? Yeah. They had mice like in a cage, and they sprayed this scent called acetophenone. I don't know.
Give it here. I'll do it.
It's
No, please don't.
so it smells like cherries and almonds, basically.
Okay.
And so they have it just wafted around the little cage that they're in, but at the same time, they're giving them little tiny shocks. So they learn to associate the pain of shock with that scent. And so they learned that when those mice had babies, those ones had the same kind of like response to that scent, and they had never even been shocked before. Same thing with the grandkids. And I thought that was interesting because I talked to someone else about it, and they said that they have a fear of roller coasters, but they've never been on one. But their parents are afraid of roller coasters too. But they have.
Interesting.
So do you guys think that that's possible, that you can like inherit a fear of something even though you've never experienced it yourself,
Yeah.
but your parents?
Yeah.
I think it is possible. It's weird. Like, it's pretty weird, but I think it is possible. I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. I know it's not the same thing, but it's kind of how we're all at some point afraid of fire and stuff like that. But that's like evolution, like
Yeah,
thousands of
that's
years.
what I was thinking too, because like
It's your instinct.
on an evolutionary scale, like things like that normally take like a long time to develop, like a fear and like learning of to be afraid of something like for your life. So for it to be that fast, like to the kids,
In a generation.
yeah, that's kind of crazy.
It's pretty crazy.
Another one, still talking about fear. They figured out a way to get rid of your memory of fear of something. So like when you form a memory, there are like proteins that are basically like connecting, and the neurons are communicating and stuff. So every time you remember something, there's like a bridge forming. And side note, every time you remember something, you're actually like misremembering it a little bit each time.
As a memory degrades.
So how does your memory work, Michael?
Well, to me, like the way I remember it, I'm remembering it 100%, but most likely every time I remember it, I'm misremembering something just a little bit more.
Is that why it's so hard to?
But you remember everything, so you probably have like a steel bridge that just doesn't break, and we're just using wood.
You're interrupting me.
Oh,
Is that why they need like multiple witnesses in like a murder or something? Because your memory could change it a bit. Like if you see the guy who murdered the person, and you remembered it, but then you're like, oh wait, maybe he had this on instead of that, something like that, right? Ooh, that's weird.
yeah. So every time you remember something, it's probably wrong, just a little bit.
Really?
So stop remembering it.
Okay.
That wasn't
Damn
what I was going to talk about. So same thing, same premise. They gave these mice shocks, and so after a tone was played, and so after a while, the first mice, they would learn that every time that tone was coming on, their bodies would like tense up because they're like preparing for the shock. But then they discovered this drug called an anasimocin. I don't know. I would have Andrew read it, but
No,
I don't want to embarrass him again. And so when they give him this drug while they're remembering that event, like if they play the tone and then give them the drug that second, they learn to not fear that tone anymore. And they used it on humans. In particular, there was this one woman who was molested as a child by her doctor. And so every time she would bring up that experience and talk about it, it was very traumatic for her, and she could like barely speak about it. So the next time they had her remember it, they gave her the drug. And then over time, she became more and more comfortable with it. And before you know it, she was able to speak about it like on TV to thousands of people.
Oh,
So if you're afraid of something, there's a drug out there that if you take it while you're exposed to this thing that makes you scared, you could learn to not be scared of it anymore.
That's cool.
So they're basically getting rid of memories. But I don't know if I would want that to happen because I feel like there's a chance of them getting rid of other
permanent.
stuff too.
Oh,
Or
erasing
being, like,
other
permanent.
stuff instead of your fears.
oh yeah, because she was able to. She still remembered that.
She remembers the
Incident,
event.
right?
It's just not the fear associated with it. She doesn't feel it anymore.
Okay, and did she ever say anything like, "Yeah, I don't remember, like 5th grade or anything, or not 5th grade, but like I don't remember like my wedding or something like that." She still like remembers stuff.
No, but in psychology, when they give drugs like that, it's like those a thing that they use to explain it. It's kind of like when you put oil in a car, you're not supposed to put it like in just one particular spot. Well, when they give you these drugs to help with your mental illnesses, it's more like putting oil all over like the engine. Like it's gonna get to where it needs to go, but it's still gonna impact other places. So that's why there's so many side effects.
That's
with
weird.
Mental drugs. So
Did this just come out, or
What?
has it been? Have they been studying this for a while now, or no?
the last study I was talking about was from like the 60s.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
been a
but
while.
psychology is still like relatively new. It's only like I don't know, a couple hundred,
Like 100
maybe
days
less, maybe less than like a couple hundred years old. But,
Wow, that's pretty cool.
All right,
I don't think I would ever want that though. There's nothing that really frightens me like that poor woman.
not yet.
Not yet though, at least.
Maybe when you finally fight a bear and you lose, you'll
Yeah.
be.
Oh yeah, you'll take a beating.
I'll be like interviewed, and I'll be like bedridden, all my bones broken.
Your whole body's cast except your mouth.
So what were you thinking when you approached it?
Put me back out there.
I can't talk about it. I'm ready for round 2. All I can say is I'm still here.
Right.
So is the bear.
I'm gonna throw the ball back to Andrew. Did you think of anything else? Because if not, we can move on.
We can
the
move
main
on.
event.
I'll just interrupt you when
Oh
I
my
think of
gosh.
something.
All right. So today, let's talk about streamers, kind of similar to what we talked about last week, except this time, the question is: do streamers deserve the amount of money that they're paid?
We'll see. I might be with you on this. I say,
He just asked a
Wait, on
question.
who?
He didn't say what.
Oh,
Say
oh,
stance.
yeah. What's your stance? Sorry.
Andrew
Yeah.
says yes.
He asked you.
Oh, me? I think it's case by
Spoiler alert.
case. I think it's case by case, but I think for some of the bigger ones, no.
See, some with the bigger ones, I say yes.
Oh, really?
I say yes.
I say
Since
yes.
Michael's room.
Oh, my God.
I know.
Here we go again.
That's okay.
Wait, hold on, Zach.
I think it does depend on a case by case basis. Like,
I'll explain myself later, but okay.
so like if you're talking like Ninja, getting like it was $1 million for
500
playing Apex.
Yeah.
Right?
And I think he gets 500,000 each month.
Just
I-
for playing
Fortnite.
I mean, think about it. It's essentially like a TV deal. Like you're just paying for influence, and like if they have the reach to, I don't know what his viewer count, but I expect it's in the millions every month. So
Yep.
if he was on TV, he'd probably be getting even more money.
I'm fine with the advertising side of it. The part that's weird is like the donating part, because it's basically just when you're starting up, you're basically just asking people for money.
Hey, please, I'm
Can't-
poor.
Yeah, I want you to pay for my lifestyle, and hopefully I can keep this going. I think that's weird.
But that's all based on the person. We
Yeah.
have to control the people from donating. And I mean, you can't do that. Or we can. That's not a world I want to live in.
Like,
So I
yeah.
mean, that problem seems like you have a problem with the way those people are dealing with their money.
Yeah.
I
And
think,
at that point, it's just that person's mistake. Like,
yeah, because like some people, I feel like they have good content, like they're interactive and stuff, and then there's some people that are so high up that they don't even like interact with their crowd anymore.
Yeah.
And the money's just coming in. They're like, oh, $5, thanks. And then they left a message for them, and it's like, oh, I'm a big fan, but they don't even read it. They're just like, thanks, moving on. Let me get back to this game.
I think he knows that
just
it's
sad
like
world.
that streamer knows that this is all business, and you're right, it is case by case. Like that person should have more sympathy for his fans, he or she, but they don't.
there's got to be like a certain point where they reach so much fame that they're like, okay, I can't focus on the fans anymore. Like I just have to focus on my performance overall.
The performance.
And they got to keep that money coming in. And then like $1 million for playing Apex for one time.
Yep.
That's insane.
And you know what they're also looking for is they're looking for their sponsors and their endorsements to come knocking at their door. You know, because they need to create themselves an image. Because do you guys remember Ninja before he got famous?
No.
Nope.
Well, he was a potty mouth.
Oh yeah,
Good
he
for
was
Big time, big potty mouth.
Yep.
Until he got sponsored.
racial slurs and everything.
Got popular,
Sounds like a good guy.
sponsored. Red Bull came
Stop.
knocking at his door. He's super clean now. Before, wow, he was a potty mouth. But they have to do that. And they have to change the way they interact with people too. Whether that be, oh, hey, thanks. That's fine. That's completely fine for the sponsors. They don't have to, if they get caught by coming at a fan hard or saying, bad things to a fan, then yeah, they're gonna get cut. But I think for them, they're just trying to play it safe, and sometimes that's just thanks. That's it. But now if you care more, if you're probably not as big as they are, or if you are as big but you still care about the fans, those people deserve the money. I feel like, because they're entertainers. You chime in regularly to see their content, and if you like it, then that's good. That's how it should be, I think. Is that what you think, Mike, or Zach, or Andrew?
Yeah.
Andrew, what do you think?
I
You're a
would say the
streamer,
same because I would go back to Zach's. It is kind of like a TV show, and it's probably harder, or because some of them are live for 5+ hours, and even live shows on TV don't go anywhere near that. So they're doing really hard legwork to get where they are. So I understand how they are willing to get paid so much money. So it kind of makes sense because what they're doing, I know it's just video games, or even probably less than that sometimes, but they're doing that for a while. So some of them do deserve it, but it definitely is a case-by-case basis, and I do see that sometimes, Michael, where they do get so big and they just
Ignore their fans.
Yeah, they ignore the fans completely. It's kind of gross.
So let me ask you something. Since you do stream, do you hope to get that big?
Oh, yes.
You do?
Yeah.
As ninja level?
Yep.
Why not? Give it a shout out.
I feel so much pressure.
No, it's not that much pressure at all, because I just sit there and play.
But then everything you do is being watched.
I don't
Everything you say.
I mean, I'm playing. I used to be like Ninja, a big potty mouth. It has calmed down slightly, but I mean that's who I am.
It's hard to change because I know you, and
Somewhat well.
you're a stubborn guy. You like the way you are,
Yeah.
the way how you play and stuff. Your emotions run high, but if you really want to be like Ninja, you definitely got to calm down a bit.
Oh, hold on. I don't want to be like Ninja. I want to get to that level of Ninja, but I will not be
And
like
he's gonna
Ninja.
be his own thing.
Yeah.
Adults only.
Oh yeah, that too. That's also a big thing. Ninja is for the kids.
Yeah.
So that's why he's getting all the money. Now, that's fine, but I don't know. It's yeah.
It's just once you go down that road and you know that your fan base is kids, it's good that he actually cleaned up. He could have been a giant piece of shit.
You're right.
Just not cleaned up.
He did clean up.
And then just ruin all those little kids.
Yeah, at least he did that.
Yeah.
And then good for him for sticking up to that and keep doing that. But there are some people who have their audience is kids basically, but they don't change at all. And it's just okay, you're kind of a bad influence for these kids.
I think one of the streamers that I think deserves the money that he makes and deserves the fans is Dr. Disrespect, because he plays that character of Dr. Disrespect because that's not really him. Ninja is Ninja. That's Ninja. That's Tyler.
And disrespect is like putting effort into
Yeah.
like creating something like new, like not just being
himself.
not just
He's
turning
being,
it
like,
on and playing.
he's a good gamer, but he's also like a good like one of those like not a rage character, but a very emotional character.
He's an entertainer.
Yeah, exactly. He's an entertainer, and I think that is awesome. That he deserves his money and his fans, and he shouts them out. So it's like you can be both. Just some people don't really have it in them, or don't really want to try to be more creative, because why would you want to be more creative when you've already got a great fan base? I mean, I guess if you start sucking and start playing badly, they'll probably dip, but I don't think they care too much about who the person is. Really, they really want to see the gameplay. And especially if you don't have a camera, it depends. Like if you have a camera, you're gonna get more viewers. That's just how it is.
Yep.
And I think Dr. Disrespect is totally utilizing the camera, because he is very, very entertaining.
Yeah, that's what I meant by case. I feel like that's my beef with it too. Like if you're putting effort into creating content that's like different than everyone else, then yeah, you deserve the money. But if you just kind of, I'm not hating on you, Andrew, but if you just,
Well, that's fine.
if you just turn it on and you're just playing Call of Duty and you're not doing much, but the money's still coming in from like kids and stuff, just like because they want to give you money, like I don't know if that's justifiable. Like it's entertaining to them, but they're not doing much. They're still just playing it. They're not like interacting or anything or creating anything new.
It's like you're at their house watching them play.
Yeah. I
Watching them
wouldn't
play on
just
the
go to a
couch.
friend's house and like as they're playing, like, here's $10. Keep going.
Here's $10. Play this. Please get
That's the
a
dream,
no-scope.
folks.
That's not the dream though,
Oh,
because
it is. I'm sorry.
At that point, you're just begging for money.
I guess.
at that point you have that platform, that huge platform that not a lot of people have. And I love how some streamers can excel on that platform, and some just don't do anything with it. I love the ones who can do stuff with it. Really brings out their character. Makes you feel like, oh, well, there's this guy. This guy's awesome. I'm going to keep watching his stuff. Zach, what do you think about that?
Yeah, what about you, Zach?
I admire the smaller streams. Like Andrew reads every message that comes in the chat.
I do.
Pat him on the back.
Yeah, good job.
There you go.
Thank
Keep it
you,
going.
Zach. I appreciate
No, we're all proud of you, Andrew.
Yeah, you actually do a really good job of interacting with your chat.
Most
And-
days.
Oh,
Most
yeah.
days.
There's some days where you've got like a rock stuck in your shoe and you're just
Yeah, there
Angry
are
at the world.
days, especially when Andrew's playing like a story or a story-driven game or a single-player game, and Andrew just he's not having it. He's
don't
just
throw
done.
a puzzle or a stealth mission at Andrew because he'll
Now I'll just eject the game.
punch a hole in a wall.
But even then, he'll still interact with the chat and talk to them a little bit, even if it's just some random guy who's popping in for a few minutes. Andrew will try and have a conversation with them.
Yep.
And you have a few loyal followers that aren't like anybody you actually know, right?
Yeah.
That's how it starts.
Yeah.
There's people who've been
It's a
streaming for
nice push to keep
6
going.
years.
It's a disease, really. It's just, I'm hooked. It's good to see people actually there watching consistently.
Yeah.
It feels really good. It's like, wow, they're actually willing to watch this.
Well, that's how I feel about this podcast. Is when
That's
the
what I was gonna
episodes go up, and I see the numbers
forgot
go
that
up.
people
It's like,
listen to
wow,
this.
people are actually listening and chiming in. And like sometimes if I'm at work and like, oh, I subscribed, it's like, thanks, man. That's awesome. That means a lot.
warms your heart.
It does. It does warm my heart. But have you guys ever seen a super outrageous donation on?
I have seen
1,000.
over $1,000
What?
donation. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
But sometimes there are people because you can do where you retract it or
Yeah,
you
yeah.
take it back. So they're just doing it to
Oh, you
mess
For
with
the
the streamer.
reaction,
Really?
like,
They
oh
do
my
it for
God,
the
thank
reaction
you.
slash
And,
just getting whatever message they have.
Is there a time for that? Like you have like so many seconds to retract
Yeah,
it?
you have longer than that
I have no idea.
because it's all through PayPal.
Well,
Oh, you're right.
Twitch also made it so it's almost impossible to do that anymore because that was like a huge problem that people were doing.
Wow. Holy crap, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah. I think that crackdown came like probably maybe 2 years ago.
Because I did remember seeing, I think I was watching Shrouds or something. He got like the top donation was like over 1,000. I was like, who the hell would donate over 1,000 for this guy.
Some cool guy out there that just loves the show.
Or even worse, a kid with their parents' credit card.
Ooh.
That's the thing I'm worried about too.
That
Little
is
kids who
worse.
just like secretly are like putting $5 here and there. I mean, I used to do that when I was a kid. Like not donate to people, but like apps and stuff. I was like, this is $1. I can get away with it. And it's like, why'd you buy an app? Why'd you buy this game for $1? Like, ah, damn it. I'm like,
Ooh.
"God."
You got me. Take me to jail.
Red-handed.
What game did you buy for $1 or app?
Angry
Fruit
Birds
Ninja?
2.
Doodle Jump, maybe? I don't know.
Was Doodle Jump?
Oh, damn.
Did that cost money
Doodle
back
Jump
then?
Lives.
Yes.
I think
It wasn't free.
I don't remember that. Oh, you're right. It did.
That's why only some people had it, and those are the cool people.
Yeah,
you know
and then
what?
other people have the knockoffs.
Yeah. You know which one cost money that I bought?
Zombieville.
No.
Clash of Clans?
Fudge, no. That one was always free. I think it was Jelly Car.
Oh man.
Yeah, Jelly Car I think was $1. And I had Jelly Car Light for months.
I did not enjoy that game.
And I got bullied at school.
You got
Not bullied, but I got egged on like, get Jelly Car.
They threw eggs at you?
No, I was like, I
They
got
shoved them
egged
around
on.
like
Oh,
nerd.
egged on.
Egged
Oh.
on. Like, just buy Jelly Car. It's free. Or it's only $1. It's like, and it's so much better. I'm like, okay. And it was definitely worth it.
Oh.
Yeah. That was a long time ago, though. That was when, like, like a game had to be good for that 99 cents. Jelly Car was one of them.
That was like the premium too. Like there wasn't that many games that went over.
There's a lot
$1.
of light versions. Like
Yeah.
LITE.
I haven't played any phone games in so long.
I
Yeah.
gave up on that like a good year and a half ago. Like deleted all of mine.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, I think that's just because we're older too.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like-
I do it because I don't like using them because a lot of like take up a lot of battery.
yeah.
And I don't like that.
Yeah, my phone would be like singeing my hands because it's
Yeah.
burning up.
I've just get that's the reason why I don't do it. Like,
which game took a lot of your guys' time besides Clash of Clans?
Time?
Tetris.
I don't know. I tried not to spend a lot of time on them. I don't remember.
Doodle Jump. Oh, what was the one with the bird flying over the hills?
Oh,
Happy Wings.
Flappy
That one.
What was it?
Happy Wings.
Happy
Flappy
Wings.
Bird was the one with the...
Oh yeah,
knockoff
yeah,
Mario
yeah.
one.
That was
Didn't that cause like an outrage
yeah.
among like everybody? Why though?
Because it was so hard. So when you got a high score, it was like, damn, this person's good.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of money, what would you guys do if you won the lottery for $1 billion?
Go get a double quarter pounder with cheese first. Shout out to the Golden Arches.
Sponsoring this episode, McDonald's.
Mhm.
Thank you. Ba, 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 ba.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Ronald. Bless up.
Alex,
Mm.
Andrew gave his answer. That's all he buys.
Did yours just get a double quarter pounder with cheese?
Probably buy a new coat.
A new coat?
Like a fur coat?
Oh, I don't know.
No,
I don't
like
know.
a $20. He's
Like
still
a
gonna
good
be
like a
like
thrift
$25
store?
coat.
Okay, are we talking
Go to
about
Goodwill?
like initial purchase, like after you get it, or like what
No,
you would
just-
do?
What would you do with it?
I'd make movies.
With $1 billion?
I would invest in my own production company, and we would make movies.
That's cool.
That's what I do.
That's a business.
That's a
decision right there.
big step from double quarter pounder with cheese.
What about like a long term thing, Andrew? Like, what would you do with that money?
Buy 2 quarter pounders.
I don't know.
Could you live off interest of that if you just had it in a bank?
Yeah, I mean,
$1 billion? Yeah, you could.
that'd essentially be like a yearly salary, just that interest.
That's what I would do at first until I figured out what to do with the money.
Yeah.
Probably give it away.
Nah. Ooh, I'd buy a Tesla.
Which one? Model Y?
No.
No?
Probably Model 3.
Ooh. That's
Why
the
not?
cheap one.
Yeah.
You're gonna buy the
Well,
cheap Tesla?
no, not a definitely not a Y.
Because the Model 3 is the cheapest one.
You're making
I don't
me
know.
think.
And X is like, I think, the top of the line. Or a Roadster.
Probably S. I don't think I could handle the Roadster.
Wait a minute, can that car drive itself?
Which one? Any of those
Tesla.
ones?
Yeah.
I think all of them.
It can,
Really?
but they limit it so you have to be like awake and like have your hands on the wheel in case like something happens. So they could say, "Hey, you had a chance to save yourself, but
I'd probably buy you guys stuff. Like put all my friends through college, and then we could all be rich together.
They just drop out of college.
No, I'd probably try to still work,
Yeah.
It'd be hard to, I think, wouldn't it? Like if you got that money just there.
but you still need money coming in. What?
I know, but
I mean, I'd want to work just for like the
Sanity?
enjoyment of like doing like what you actually like want to do with your life, like you would
Heavily
do
invest
your
in the
production company. Like you'd still work there,
Oh,
even
heck
though you
yeah.
had $1 million or $1 billion.
yeah.
So it's kind of the same thing.
What would you work with, Mike? Like, would you just still be a psychologist, or would you like do something else?
Ah, no.
Invest in memory theory.
Yeah, that's a hot theory right now.
What is that?
I don't know.
What does it sound like?
That's
it
the
is?
memory man.
Memory theory? Like just like
Well, they don't actually know.
Well, this was a meme, but you kind of just killed me.
They don't actually know
I
what.
didn't know
Rest in
what
peace.
that
Oh wait,
was.
no, that's dreams. They don't know what the purpose of dreams are.
Oh,
They still don't
There's
know.
a purpose to memory, so
Yeah,
think we should
I was
know.
gonna say. They don't know what dreams are. There's some theories that say it's like your innermost like desires coming out. Others say it's a time for you to do problem solving and practice, just simulate stuff in your sleep in a safe space. But
That usually happens for me. I don't like it.
yeah,
Yep.
mine isn't consistent with either because I've had desires pop up, but I've also had like problem solving ones. But some of them definitely aren't desires.
I have more of the problem solving ones, and those are pretty boring, but sometimes they help.
I thought you
Like,
said you don't dream.
well, this is rare. Out of the dreams that I do have,
when he's not just in the void.
when I'm in the dark void,
I haven't had a dream in a long time. And whenever I do have a dream, it's when I'm taking a nap, not like actual like going to bed. You
That's
know?
interesting.
And I don't have like crazy dreams. Usually my dreams are like I'm falling down, which sounds kind of stupid.
The whole time?
Do you ever
my
like?
kids too.
Do you ever jump like when you're about to hit?
No, I always
I have.
I always
I don't like
oh jump. I think you meant like
Like
jump
you
off.
no, you
no,
twitch in
yeah,
your sleep.
I always like
Yeah, that's when you're hitting
that,
like
and then I'm awake.
step 2 in your sleep. That's when you like your body still isn't like numbed yet. So whatever you're gonna do in your dream, like your body's still reacting.
I also
to
get like I jump when like something like surprises me in a dream, like something I can't believe I saw. I like wake up and I shake awake.
One time
Can't
I
believe
fell in my dream, and I fell.
You fell in
on
real
the
life?
bed- in the bed, but I'm laying down, so I was not falling.
That's not possible, Andrew. If you're laying down, you can't fall.
How are you
my
falling
legs
in bed?
simulated me falling as I'm laying down. It was scary. It was the trippiest thing ever.
One of the weirdest dreams I had was I was being attacked by giant ants.
Were you in Ants, the movie?
No,
Ant bull?
they were just giant ants
Should have fought
coming
him
for
off,
me.
dude.
And I think it was
They're
because
slow.
we had an ant infestation, and after waging war against them,
Alex was a termite at this point.
I had bad memories of the ants.
Waging war. What did you take their women and children?
He got a sword and pillaged their villages, burnt them to the ground.
Well, you
burnt
just
their
vacuum them
crops.
all up, right? You use a vacuum on them?
Yeah, you vacuum them up, but if you see them like one, you just squash it
Very personal with your
his sword.
finger. Like,
with my sword. Yeah,
Cuts
just
it in half. Wham.
not even with like this. Just like get it and just
you don't ever like waterboard it?
no.
Tie it up.
Get a drop of water. Suck on that boy. No, but sometimes I have to like find where they're coming from and literally just soak them up with ant poison.
Damn.
Oh my god.
That's genocide right there.
I know, right? Well, stop coming into my house.
They were here first.
No, they weren't.
They were here before the house.
Still, they're annoying.
Generations.
That's why. You tell me you just suck them up and just leave them?
I don't get
Yeah.
ants.
I don't know what Memory Man does. What do? You talk shit to them and they just leave.
I don't get.
Yeah, because you can't just suck.
I do
up the ants
psychological
and just-
warfare on
I heard that other ant colony across the street said you were crap. Mm-hmm. And they leave.
Yep.
And they fight each other and it's over.
I stood in an ant pile once.
You stood or sat?
Stood. I said stood. Did you hear
I
sat?
thought I heard. Never mind.
Was it red ants or black ants?
Red.
You just stood there. Fuck.
No, my dad left his model plane next to an anthill. I didn't see the anthill. I just wanted to touch the plane. So I picked it up. I was just looking at it. And then I felt little crawlies on my leg. And I looked down and sure enough, all over me, red ants.
Did they eat you up?
Yeah.
Michael's alive today with
Yeah.
his both legs.
I died.
He barely
But
knows.
his
be
bone
honest.
is showing on a few parts of his leg.
They chomp
There's a
on your
couple
leg.
Yeah,
Scars.
they hella chomped, dude.
I haven't been bitten by an ant in years. Thank God. Last time I did, that hurt.
Yeah. Well, it's a bitch. It turns into a giant red bump.
Yeah.
Especially when it's like in between your fingers or like in between your toes or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's the worst.
Jesus. That
What?
does not sound fun. Fuck the ants, right?
Yep. Well, I'm on the side of the ants, from
Oh, okay.
after that movie.
Okay.
Why do you like
God,
that
it
movie
wasn't a
so
good
much?
movie, Zach.
It's a great movie.
It is not.
No.
It's an
Woody
amazing
Allen.
movie. It's just a story of an underdog coming and he gets to marry the queen or the
That's
future
Bug's
queen.
Life.
Yeah, but this is even
Same
better.
thing.
There's
Underdog.
war.
He's from
It covers so many genres. It transcends generations.
Flick grows up
I hate you.
in dirt and he's working in the field and then he's got the hots for the princess.
Yeah, what does ants do? Or what's his name?
Woody
Is it
Allen.
like Z or something like that? Or-
Z?
I
No
can't remember. It's
way.
something weird.
Better not be.
I can't remember.
Let me look that up. I gotta see. Sorry.
Look that up.
If it is, then that totally explains everything. But
Andrew, give us a beatbox.
No, I refuse.
Damn it. Close. I was betting it was going
what about impersonation?
I'm not.
Oh,
doing
yeah.
No damn.
His name is Z.
His name is Z? No wonder
I
why
knew
you
it.
like
Yep,
it.
there you
More
go.
like you like this damn movie.
Now he likes his
I'm
name.
in the movie.
Take
I'm
that
the
nickname
hero.
back, Alex.
No,
Take
I
it
love
back.
it. I'm not gonna take it back.
I know you love it.
I do
Alright.
love it.
What is Alex like?
Z for
That
Zach.
Goddamn name.
And the ant.
Zach's just a fucking ant now.
Go. Before with that.
Waterborne
That too.
Before we shut it down over here, you wanted to do impressions, right?
I want to try to do impressions. I don't know if
Alright,
you
that's
guys
all
have
for
No,
this
no,
week,
no,
folks. I'll see you next week.
I'll-
on-
No.
No. Go ahead.
I do have one.
You've got the floor.
How many times do I have to tell you? The money's always in the banana stand.
Who's that?
Hey, that was
Is
pretty
like
That's
good.
Santa Claus.
That's
Oh.
George Senior.
Oh.
That's George Senior.
Oh.
From
From Arrested
Glorious-
Development,
okay.
Which is on.
Netflix.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Check it out.
See?
Great show. Highly recommend it.
Oh yeah, they like just added new episodes this weekend.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh crap.
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna
A
be
new
able to
season?
watch that.
That's like my
No, they did
spot
that
on
thing where
impression
they,
that I
like,
can do.
released half of a season at one point.
Andrew, do you have any?
Pretty dumb, but whatever.
Andrew, you got any impressions? You're good at stuff.
No, I do not have any impressions.
No? Out of all the times we quote movies,
Those aren't impressions. I'm just reading the copy.
Yeah, that's
Can you do
Andrew
Josh
does
Peck?
his.
I can just read.
do Josh Peck.
I am not doing Josh.
Wait, don't do Mean Creek Josh Peck. Do Drake and Josh
I
Peck.
don't know. Oh, just no.
Headaches! You give me headaches!
See?
You just did it.
That's good.
Tell us about the Game Sphere.
He doesn't want to do
No, I
Mike, please tell me you got one.
one memory.
Let me- I'm trying to think of one I can genuinely do because I was gonna try to do Danny DeVito, but I don't know if I can.
Oh, like
That's
from
not hard.
It's
Gotta
Always
be
Sunny in
the moment. I
Philadelphia?
can't do impressions.
Yeah.
Just on the spot.
I could probably do Mickey
bitch.
Mouse. I feel like that's
You do
easy.
who? Stuart Little?
That's what you are, Mickey Mouse.
Oh, Mickey Mouse.
You know who wrote
I
that
heard Mouse.
first
I was
Stuart
like,
Little movie?
Stuart Little?
M. Night Shyamalan wrote that first movie.
What does Mickey Mouse say? Besides,
Oh boy! Does he say that?
oh boy,
Does he?
I don't think so.
I don't know. Does he say his own name? Goofy?
There's dog food there.
Wait, what? Me?
Oh, you did it? I thought that was Alex's whole.
No, that was Michael.
Hey guys. What?
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Is it? I don't
There you
know.
go.
Oh, that's it.
That's it.
We're
All right.
done.
Not even
You
Z.
even
Even
that
has
close.
Z.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, I don't.
Can Z do an impression of Z?
Next week, you and me will go. We'll prepare something ahead of time. 'Cause I could probably do one, but I need to think about it.
Oh, do the chocolate. Do that.
What?
The little dried up piece of poop from SpongeBob. Chocolate. I always hated it.
I can't do that lady very well. Chocolate? Did you say chocolate?
You're just saying the lines.
Yeah, that's what I do. Isn't that what you just did with whatever the fuck you just said?
What?
George Senior?
I was in character.
Insane.
All right.
Okay.
Well, thank you everybody for tuning in.
Episode 9, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, you can check us out on the YouTube channel, podbean.com,
Yeah.
Apple Podcasts. New episodes every Saturday. We'll see you guys next time.